Welcome. We're in another part of my magical garden. I love this tree. This is my favorite tree. One of my favorite trees here. So, I wanted to talk about, because in the last video I mentioned good and bad, So I wanted to kind of touch on positive and negative, right? What I believe. This is what I believe. Like I said, don't believe anything I say. What do I know? But I believe in the law of relativity. You understand? I don't know if that's a law. But here's the thing. I was fortunate enough to grow up in one place and then move and go to another place. And even within that one place, I was fortunate enough to see many different sides of things. And so I would always notice that, what seems wrong here is almost right over there. So then I learned really early on, and then the more I studied, the more I understood certain things. You go into Ayurveda and you learn about different types of people. Kapha, Vata. Kapha, Pitta, and Vata. You can go into that more if you want. You can ask me, I'll go into it if you want. But or you go into other areas, you can, basically even outside of any beliefs, outside of any organized belief system. I've always believed that what's right for me is not necessarily right for her, and what's right for him might not be right for me. And there's a saying in Ayurveda that says, what is poison to one person is the nectar of another. You understand? So there is no right and wrong. There is no, I believe that everything is on a spectrum. Bringing in the law of polarity. Everything is on a spectrum. If you understand what I'm saying, you understand. Right? So, and I believe that each of us are being guided to experiences that we chose to have. This is just what I believe. We're being guided to experiences that we chose. And so, what can be construed as negative for me could be something that is taking me away from that which I chose to accomplish or to do or to experience. That becomes a negative in my life. But to you, it could be completely innocent and have no effect whatsoever, or even a positive effect. You understand? So that's what I mean when I say there's no right or wrong. You have to learn yourself. You have to understand yourself. And going into the law of rhythm, everything has a rhythm. So what's good for you in January might not be good for you in July. You have to understand you. That is the secret. Know thyself. I get it in layers. Ooh. I get it in layers. Layers. It's like an onion. The same lessons come back. The same lessons come back. You go deeper. And you go deeper. And you go deeper. And see, I also believe that because we've chosen, like sometimes I wonder what the hell am I doing here, right? Because what am I doing? I'm not really enjoying regular life. I think I mentioned this before in one of my other videos. So I wonder, but deep down, I know that I chose this, that I chose to be here, that I chose all of these things. That's why I always look for my lesson. And I always, I've been in some really shitty positions in life. And I've had people come and try to scoop me out and save me. And I say no. Because then I feel like I would be cheating myself out of the lesson that I needed to learn, because something allowed me to get myself here, right? So if I don't get the lesson that's at the end of this path, this shortcut that I tried to take, if I don't get that lesson at the end, that shortcut's going to repeat itself with a different view, but it'll be the same, when sometimes you see that we keep seemingly repeating the same situations, it's because there's a lesson that we're missing. We're not accepting it. We're not accepting it. And we're rushing through the experience to try to get out of it. Because sometimes when it feels bad, this is something that we're not taught. This is one thing that I'd love to teach or spark in people. The understanding that emotions are not bad. They're not bad. Even seemingly bad emotions are not bad. They're trying to show you something. Pay attention to your triggers. Pay attention to what sets you off. That's a wound that you have that needs to heal. And your higher self is trying to heal you. Will do everything that they can, always. And will keep bringing you opportunities to heal that which needs healing inside of you. This is why things get painful. Because most times, we're not listening. So it has to get more and more and more painful. But if we can learn to not, in a way, love the pain, love the sadness, love the hurt, when it hurts, pay attention. Life is trying to teach you something. So instead of trying to run away from it, because we've been taught to get out of that feeling as quickly as possible, right? To push it away, to get it away from us, right? We have to resist that. We have to unlearn that. And we have to learn to welcome that feeling, right? Offer it a cup of tea. Tell it to come sit with you and tell you what it feels like. And just listen. There's a saying, what we resist persists, right? So the minute you try to stop something, it will keep pushing against you. It will keep pushing against you. Don't try to stop it. Let it in. Feel it. Know that it's okay. Know that it's a part of you that loves you. It's just a part of you that loves you. You understand? It's that, we could go into shadows if you wanted to know, but there's a lot of parts of us. There's a lot of parts of us, natural parts of us, right? That we're taught are wrong, are bad. And as children, what is it? They're great at hearing, but they're horrible at interpreting, right? So as children, we interpret things all fucked up, right? And then these become what we believe, right? And so parts of us, it could be something simple, a part of you that you displayed once and your mom was in a bad mood and she snapped at you, and in your 5-year-old mind you decided that this part of you must be bad because she got angry, when her getting angry had nothing to do with you. That's a whole other video. Nothing anybody does has anything to do with you. Remember, everybody has their own reality, right? She's living out of her reality, you're living out of yours, and your poor little 5-year-old self now takes that part of them that may have been fun, that may have been, and puts it away and says, no, that part is bad because it makes mommy mad, right? That part becomes your shadow. That part becomes what's called your shadow. And anything in your life that you are not consciously aware of, meaning that you have not looked at and accepted and recognized, anything in you that you are not consciously aware of will run your life subconsciously. It becomes one of the filters that you start to see everything through. That part of you that you hid away, a blind spot, it becomes your blind spot. And your blind spot will sabotage everything else that you do. And because of our limited perception and we can only perceive to the level of our understanding at that time, right? So if something is out of our awareness and out of our understanding, we cannot perceive it. We cannot perceive it. And so it becomes the silent saboteur in our life, sabotaging everything around us. And we can't really pinpoint why. Where is that coming from? Why does this keep happening, right? I kind of lost my train of thought there. I mean, I know we veered into shadows, but I forgot what we were talking about before. The bottom line is, it took so long in so many ways for me to get this and to truly, truly, truly get it. Truly, truly, truly get it. Everything is here. Everything is here. Everything is here. It's not even here. It's not even here, right? It's not even in here. But everything is, this is not who you are. This is not who you are. If you can tap into who you really are, you tap into all that is. Because remember, all that is. There is nothing that it is not. If you hear me, you hear me. Once you can tap into that, everything will come to you. All the answers that you need, everything that you need will be brought to you. I'll go into that if you want, because I can even give you a little tiny example the other day, right? I'm at work, because I have a job, yeah. I have, not jobs, but basically. I was at one of my workplaces, and I said I'm going to go and get some breakfast down the street. So I grabbed my purse, put it on, and I'm getting ready to walk out the door. And I get a call from the front, the girls at the front desk. And one of them tells me, hey, by any chance, do you want a breakfast? I have a breakfast here from that place down the street. And so I was wondering if you wanted it. Sure, yeah, thanks. Awesome. And when I open it, it's exactly the breakfast that I was on my way to go order. So little things. I'm not, just little things. And again, I don't have it. I don't know anything. What do I know? I'm just passing on stuff that I experienced, things that help me. So those who feel called to listen, I'm sure will find something for them, And in the meantime, we're just planting seeds in my magical garden.